Hello students, welcome to Bodha Academy. I am Kamlakar, lecturer in physics. In this video, we will be discussing about mechanical properties of solids, that is, concepts related to elasticity. When an external force is applied, then size and shape of an elastic body may change. The internal forces that tries to bring back the original size and shape of body is known as restoring force. Restoring force developed across unit cross-sectional area of a body is called as stress. That is, stress is equals to restoring force by cross-sectional area. A load is suspended to a wire as shown in figure. Then stress is equals to mg by pi r square, where m is mass of the load, r is radius of cross-section of the wire. SI unit of stress is pascals or Newton per square meter. 1 megapascal is equals to 10 power 6 pascals. 1 gigapascal is equals to 10 power 9 pascals. Strain is defined as ratio of change in dimension to original dimension. Strain has no units. Types of strains. First one, longitudinal strain. It is defined as ratio of change in length to original length. Volume strain. It is defined as ratio of change in volume to original volume. Negative sign indicates that there is a decrease in volume. Shear strain. Consider a block whose lower surface is fixed and a tangential force F is applied on its upper surface. Let H be separation between upper and lower surfaces of the block. Let upper surface shear by an angle theta corresponding to horizontal displacement delta x. Then shear strain theta is equals to delta x by h. Hooke's law. For small deformations, stress is directly proportional to strain, or stress by strain is equals to constant denoted by E, where constant E is known as modulus of elasticity. SI unit of modulus of elasticity is Pascal or Newton per square meter. Young's modulus. For small deformation, the ratio of longitudinal stress to longitudinal strain is a constant known as Young's modulus. That is, Young's modulus is equals to longitudinal stress by longitudinal strain, or can also be expressed as Y is equals to F by A into L by E, where L is length of string, A is area of cross section of the string, and E is elongation in string. A load is suspended to a wire as shown in figure. Then Young's modulus of the wire is given as Y is equals to mg by pi r square whole thing into L by E, where m is mass of load attached to the string and r is radius of cross section of the string. The graph between variation of mass of load and corresponding elongation is as shown in figure. Bulk modulus. For small deformations, the ratio of normal stress to volume strain is a constant known as bulk modulus. Bulk modulus can also be expressed as K is equals to minus delta P into V by delta V, where delta P is equals to force by area, that's equals to pressure experienced by body, V is volume of body, and delta V is change in volume of the body. As delta P is equals to H rho G, bulk modulus can be expressed as K is equals to H rho G into V by delta V, where rho is density of liquid, H is depth at which body is present in the liquid. The reciprocal of bulk modulus is known as compressibility. Consider a block whose lower surface is fixed and a tangential force F is applied on its upper surface. Let H be separation between upper and lower surface of block. Let upper surface shear by an angle theta corresponding to horizontal displacement delta x. Then, for small deformations, the ratio of shearing stress to shearing strain is a constant known as rigidity modulus. It is given as N is equals to F by A theta. where theta is equals to delta x by h. That is, delta x is displacement of top layer with respect to fixed bottom layer, and h is separation between top and bottom layers. Our next topic, Poisson's ratio. When a wire is stretched, then its length increases and diameter decreases. The ratio of change in diameter of cross section of a wire to its original diameter is called as lateral strain. Poisson's ratio is defined as ratio of lateral strain to longitudinal strain. It is also expressed as sigma is equals to minus delta r by r into L by delta L, where r is radius of cross section of wire, L is length of wire, delta r is change in radius of cross section of wire, delta L is change in length of wire. Theoretical limits of Poisson's ratio lies between -1 to 0.5. Practical limits of Poisson's ratio lies between 0 to 0.5. For most of the solids, sigma lies between 0.2 and 0.4. The following are relations between Young's modulus, bulk modulus, rigidity modulus, and Poisson's ratio. First one, y is equals to 2n into 1 plus sigma. Second one, y is equals to 3k into 1 minus 2 sigma. Third one, 9 by y is equals to 3 by n plus 1 by k. Fourth one, sigma is equals to 3k minus 2n whole thing divided by 2n plus 6k. Next topic, breaking stress. A wire is suspended vertically. The minimum length of wire at which it breaks under its own weight is L is equals to S by rho g, where S is breaking stress. That is, breaking stress is equals to L rho g. For a material, breaking stress is constant. That is, breaking stress depends upon nature of material and is independent of dimensions of wire. Breaking force is given as product of breaking stress and area of cross section of the wire. As breaking stress is constant, therefore breaking force is directly proportional to area of cross section of wire. Next topic, strain energy. When a wire is deformed, then the internal restoring forces are developed. Work is to be done against these forces to produce deformation. This work is stored in the form of elastic potential energy and is called as strain energy. The expressions for strain energy are: first one, W is equals to YAE square by 2L. Second one, W is equals to half FE, where F is equals to YAE by L. Third equation, W is equals to F square L by 2YA. The expressions for strain energy per unit volume are: first one, strain energy per unit volume is equals to half into stress into strain. Second one, strain energy per unit volume is equals to half into y into strain square. Third one, strain energy per unit volume is equals to stress square by 2y. Next concept. A lift is tied with a thick cable and lift is moving up with an acceleration a. Then stress developed in the lift cable is given as m into g plus a by pi r square, where m is mass of lift, r is radius of cross section of cable. Next topic. When tension is T1, let length of string is L1. When tension is T2, let length of string is L2. Then original length L of the string is given as L is equals to L1 T2 minus L2 T1 whole thing divided by T2 minus T1. Next topic. A wire of length L and mass M is suspended vertically. Let P be a point at a distance x from the lower end of the string. Let capital M be mass of load suspended from the string. Then stress at a point P is given as stress is equals to capital M into G by A plus mgx divided by La, where capital M is mass of the load and small m is mass of the string. Next topic. A wire is suspended vertically and a load is attached to it. When load is in air, then elongation is directly proportional to force. When load is immersed in water, then elongation of wire when load is in air divided by elongation of wire when load is in liquid is equal to tension in string when load is in air divided by tension in string when load is in liquid. The elongation of wire when load is immersed in liquid is given as E liquid is equals to E air into 1 minus density of liquid by density of solid. Next topic. Two wires of different materials and of different lengths but of same cross-sectional area are joined end to end as shown in figure. Then total elongation is given as E is equals to F by A whole thing into L1 by Y1 plus L2 by Y2. Next topic. An Indian rubber cord is suspended vertically, elongates under its own weight. The elongation of rubber cord is given as E is equals to L square rho g by 2y, where L is length of rubber cord, rho is density of rubber cord, and y is Young's modulus of rubber cord. Next topic. Force needed to punch a hole in a thick metal sheet is given as F is equals to stress into 2 pi r into thickness, where r is radius of the hole. Next topic. The Young's modulus of material of a hollow pipe is given as y is equals to F by pi into r2 square minus r1 square whole thing into L by E, where F is external force applied to stretch the length of pipe, R1 is internal radius of pipe, R2 is external radius of pipe, L is length of pipe, and E is elongation of pipe. Next topic. Body tied to a string and whirled in a horizontal circle. Then stress developed in the string is given as mr omega square by pi r square, where capital R corresponds to radius of circle or length of the string, small r corresponds to radius of cross-section of wire. M is mass of load, omega is angular velocity of rotation. Next topic. A body is tied to a string and whirled in a vertical circle. In vertical circular motion, at lowest point, the tension in the string is given as T is equals to mv square by r plus mg. When string is elastic, tension is given as YAE by L. Hence, YAE by L is equals to mv square by r plus mg, where Y is Young's modulus of metal of the wire, A is area of cross section of the wire, E is elongation, L is length of wire, small m is mass of load, V is critical velocity of load at lowest point. Next topic. A uniform rod is pulled horizontally on a smooth surface with a force F. Let L be the length of rod, M be mass of the rod. Let Y be Young's modulus of metal of the rod. Then elongation of the rod is given as E is equals to FL by 2AY. Next topic. A catapullet is used to project a stone. Strain energy stored in rubber cord of catapullet is converted into kinetic energy of stone. Hence, half Fe is equals to half mv square. Using y is equals to F by A into L by E, we get y is equals to mv square by pi r square whole thing into L by E square. Next topic. On loading a wire, it breaks at certain load. Then rise in temperature is to be found. Using W is equals to half Fe and W is equals to JQ, we get JQ is equals to half into mg into E. Since Q is equals to ms delta T, where Q is heat energy, M is mass of the wire, S is specific heat of wire, delta T is change in temperature. That's also equals to half mg into E, where capital M is mass of load. Since density is equals to mass by volume, we get J into pi r square L into rho is equals to S into delta T is equals to half mg into E, where rho is density of the wire, S is specific heat of wire, delta T is change in temperature of wire. Next topic. A cylindrical rod is twisted by an angle theta. Then angle of shear phi is given as phi is equals to r theta by L, where r is radius of cross section of rod, L is length of rod, theta is angle of twisting. Next topic. Thermal stress. The ends of rod are rigidly fixed so as to prevent expansion. Now, temperature of rod is increased. Then, stress produced in the rod is known as thermal stress and is given as to Y alpha delta T, where alpha is coefficient of linear expansion of material of rod, Y is Young's modulus of material of rod, delta T is rise in temperature of rod. Also, the force required to prevent rod from expanding on rising temperature is given as F is equals to YA alpha into delta T. Next topic, conical wire. Consider a conical wire of length L. Let Y be Young's modulus of material of conical wire. Let radius of conical wire changes uniformly from R1 to R2 as shown in figure. Let two equal and opposite forces, each F, is applied at two ends of wire in opposite directions and normal to end faces as shown in figure. Then the elongation of the conical wire is given as E is equals to FL whole thing divided by pi y R1 R2. Next topic, bulk modulus of gases. Gases have two types of bulk modulus. First one, isothermal bulk modulus, which is equal to pressure of the gas. Second one, adiabatic bulk modulus, which is equals to gamma P, where gamma is ratio of specific heats. That is, gamma is equals to Cp by Cv. Last topic. When a body is immersed in a liquid, then bulk modulus can be expressed as K is equals to minus delta P into V by delta V, where delta P is pressure experienced by body, V is volume of body, and delta V is change in volume of body. Also, coefficient of volume expansion of a body is given as gamma is equals to delta V by V into delta T, where V is initial volume of body, delta V is change in volume of body, delta T is change in temperature of body. From these two relations, it can be proved that delta P is equals to K gamma delta T. Under this video, click on Bodha Academy. Then other videos developed by me will be displayed. On top side, select playlist. Under displayed playlist, select list of formulas of physics topics for JEE Mains, NEET, MSET, so that all videos will be played one after another continuously. Under this YouTube video, press like symbol. If not subscribed, then select subscribe. Share this video to your friends and classmates. Thank you for watching this video.